Let's verify the previous configuration. So I think we have already configured the LAN side in DC. OSPF is already running over here. I can access DCVH and I can check admin, admin. Not admin.
You choose the wrong lab. Again, you choose the wrong lab, sir.
So and right. Now let's access again few in admin. System is not ready. So till now what we have seen here, here we have configured which protocol? OSPF. I have put this interface in VPN 10, right? And after that I have enabled OSPF for VPN 10. So this WAN AS device was receiving these all prefixes through OSPF. After that here redistribution is not required between OSPF into OMP to advertise these prefixes to VSmart. So here we didn't configure any redistribution into OMP protocol, right? After that here we have OMP session. So through OMP session, this WAN edge device is going to advertise all the internal subnet of DC to VSmart, and here also we have OMP session. So through this OMP session, VSmart is going to advertise all the routes to this WAN is branch 1 VS1, and again here this side I am running VPN 10 and OSPF protocol. So here we need to perform redistribution, right? We need to redistribute OMP into OSPF, correct? And after that we'll have all these LAN subnet of DC into branch 1. In the same way, branch 1 internal router is also going to advertise all the LAN prefixes to WAN edge device through OSPF, and by default OSPF is redistributed into OMP, so it is going to advertise all these LAN subnet to VSmart, and then VSmart will advertise to this WAN edge device, and again here we need to perform redistribution between OMP into OSPF. We need to redistribute OMP into OSPF, and after that these two sides can communicate with each other. We have already seen this in last class. Yes, any question till here? All clear? Anand, Kuteswar, Vivek, Chirag.
Yes, sir.
So let's verify this first, after that we'll move further. Now system is ready. Admin. How, how I will verify the OSPF configuration? can I verify the OSPF configuration?
Means you want to see whatever configuration you have done, or you need to see the route.
Yeah. Either we
Route.
can check, first of all, we can check what? The running configuration
Yeah,
of
sure.
VPN 10.
VPN 10.
Yes. You can say so run VPN 10. So in VPN 10, you can see I'm running which routing protocol here? OSPF, and after that we have redistributed
OMP protocol.
OMP protocol. Correct?
Yeah.
Then we can check the routing table. Routing table of which VPN?
VPN 10.
Routing table of VPN. Yeah. So let me show you the routing table of VPN 10. So IP route VPN 10. So in VPN 10, I have only these two subnets, 10.10.0.0. Only these two subnets are here. I should have branch 1 subnets also na here.
Yes.
So OSPF neighbor. So guys, there is no neighborship. Let me check. By the way, here we have already verified the OSPF is enabled. So run VPN 10. OSPF is already done in area 0. Type point to point, and on E0/2. Let me verify the OSPF configuration router. Oh my god, here is the issue. So let me enable the OSPF on internal router again. Let me use notepad, and here I am going to say enable config interface F0/0 set IP address 10.10.0. IP address I am running on VH
I think it's 1.
0/2.1. So here I am going to configure 2 255.255.255.0, then IP OSPF network point to
2 point.
point, IP OSPF 1 area 0.
Okay.
Interface loopback 1 IP address 192.160.8.1 255.255.255.100.
Then you 100. Yeah.
Then IP OSPF work. Here also I am going to point to point so that it will advertise prefixes with /20. Otherwise, on the loopback interface, OSPF advertise prefixes with /.
32. 32.
That's why here I have said network type point to point, then IP OSPF 1 area 0. Some more backs into back 2, back 3. Submit dot 101.1. Done. Now, if you want to set the router ID, you can set that. For now, all the commands are accepted. And on this router also we need to verify the configuration here by in last class I forget to save the configuration. Let me write the command. On this router here I am going to configure IP on F0/0 10.10.1.10 IP OSPF. Okay, network type is broadcast here. On by default OSPF network type on Ethernet link is broadcast only. 10 11 all the commands are accepted, and now I am expecting guys neighborship between VH and internal router. So let's verify first on the DCVH. So IPOS, so OSPF neighbor, and now you can see we have neighborship. Let me show you now routing table. So IP route VPN 10, and now you can see in VPN 10 routing table I'm able to see all the internal prefixes 100 and 102. 101 is not coming first. So IP OSPF interface brief. Okay, so IP OSPF, so IP interface brief back 3, note the back 3 IP address dot 103.1.255.255.255 dot 0 IP OSPF 1 area 0 IP OSPF network 1 2 point. Write the can verify the OSPF configuration on branch 1 internal router also once. So IP space brief here also look back 3 look back IP back 1. Okay,
Save that, sir. Otherwise, next time
yeah.
also.
Now again let me take you to the DCVH, and so IP route VPN 10. So IP route VPN. In VPN 10 I am getting all the prefixes of DC, right? But I don't have guys prefixes of branch 1. I don't have prefixes of branch 1 here, you can see, correct? Here also you can check, so IP route OSPF I'm not getting any prefixes, correct? And on branch 1 internal routers, so IP route OSPF here also I am not getting any fixes. So now we need to troubleshoot it. How I will troubleshoot? How I will troubleshoot, guys? Very soon.
I will first go and check the neighborship is forming or not.
Neighborship is already there. Here, so IP admin admin, so OSPF per neighborship is already there, and even
Okay.
this router, so
LSA table
IP
is missing.
route and VPN 10. This router is also receiving all internal subnets.
Okay. Then redistribution is not done.
Redistribution is also there, I think. Let me show. So run VPN 10. Sorry, not VPN 10, VPN 0. Router BGP1. Okay, OSPF is not enabled over here. Only BGP is running here. On branch 1 VS 1, only BGP is running. Apart
Yeah,
from
BGP
this,
is only required, no?
hmm,
VPN 0, BGP only required. No, OMP is, we are going to redistribute with OMP, no?
what about this MPLS link? Our MPLS we are running BGP na here.
Okay. Yeah, that I understood. Actually, the configuration is correct only, no?
Yeah,
Only VPN,
configuration is okay. I need to
VPN,
check VPN 10 here.
yeah,
So VPN 10, VPN 10 OSPF is
yeah,
already running.
OSPF is there.
Redistribution command is also there. So we are redistributing OMP into OSPF.
Yeah. Can we check the LSA table?
LSA will be also there. Now you need to verify what. See, we are not able to exchange the prefixes between this WAN devices to this WAN devices. Right? This WAN branch 1 VS1 have these all internal prefixes. TC
Okay.
WAN have these internal prefixes, but they are not able to exchange. How they are going to exchange? Through OMP. So first of all, we should verify what OMP session.
Yes.
Right? So let's verify the OMP session here. H. So OMP session is not there. On branch 1 VS1. So
The control connection. No? Yes.
OMP. Right. Now you know OMP will form our
TLS
DTLS
data.
or TLS connection. So
Yeah.
let's verify that. So control connection. So we have control connection with V bond only.
Yes.
But why? Ping 100.1.1 IP reachability is already there. I'm able to ping. VMAN is able to ping VS Smart. Smart is not reachable. VS Smart is not reachable from here. Manage is reachable. VS Smart is not from the DC ping 8.101. Manage reachable. VS Smart not reachable. That means there is some issue on.
Yeah, it's reachable, unreachable. We need to check all other lock. Yeah, I think we need to check on that device now.
Now we need to check the V Smart configuration,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
What happened on VS Smart? V manage. VS Smart is live. Have you guys replaced the my VS Smart? I think someone have
I
replaced
think
the
we
VS.
are not accessing your lab because it is not possible for us. No, even we configure also, it is not possible. No,
Possible na, brother?
no, for us not possible. No, if we are accessing, we cannot see all the things. As no,
You
we
have the
cannot.
admin access also, na?
Yeah, but even admin access also, I think everybody is using their own lab only. Not sure because that manager and all we cannot connect, and even the certificate also no one can. And last update also it is showing on January 26th only. No, we managed. That means last class was on 26th only. Afterwards, no one has access.
The right lab? Different lab.
No, I think this is the correct lab only. Correct lab only.
If you have also access of the lab, then close it for now. Close it for now. Whenever I am taking the class, at that time don't use it, if anyone is using. Today I am only accessing the lab after the last class. This server.
Yes, sir. That lab, when you, if you noticed, the last in vManager, if you're checking there also, it is showing the last access on 26th only. I think nobody else has accessed also. Last update. This is the only one because the last that time only we changed the IP also 20.1
Yeah.
dot. That I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that IP we changed.
Okay, okay, okay.
So that
That means
lab is,
lab is the same.
yeah, and if you check that when
Now
you
I
log in,
got the access. You can see the host name PS Mart.
no, last time also in the lab, if you tried multiple times, no, you got the access. I had seen.
Now we'll have automatically connection because VS Smart is now working. So directly what we can do, let me access this internal router, branch 1 internal router, and let's save the configuration. So IP route, wait for some time, IP OSPF neighbor targeting PH domain at OMP. Smart and PS Smart from this CCNA working. Okay, now OMP session is there, and now let me show you the routing table of internal router. So, or even here on DCVH we can check. So IP route again 10, and now you are receiving the LAN prefixes of branch 1 here, correct?
Yes, 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 correct.
Right. So lab is running in virtual sometime or some issue, no worry. So here, from how many sites I am getting the LAN prefixes, guys? These are the LAN subnet of branch 1. These are the LAN subnet of DC, right? And even here we have only one path. Over with internet only I am getting fixes. So IPsec inbound connection, let me check MPLS link is working or no, MPLS link is not working. So run n0 color m ping 10.4.1. Here ping 8.1.1, course 20.1. So MPLS link is not working here. We'll troubleshoot it later. First of all, let me configure the service VPN on all the vanished devices. Okay. On branch 1 VH2, I am going to configure VPN 10 first. VPN 10 is already there, na? So run VPN 10. VPN 10 is not there. Use notepad VPN 10, and which interface I will add in VPN 10? The 0/2 no shutdown IP address. IP address is going to be 10.10.1.2/24. Anything else? Router OSPF area 0 interface 0/. This is the command only, right?
Yeah, and if you
Copy
want, you can configure point to point that network,
network type.
point to point.
But here network type should be broadcast only, na? Multi-access network. Here we will not configure network type point to point. Point
Yeah,
to point is for directly connected
yeah,
devices.
I understood, understood. I thought we are doing the branch too. So,
So all the commands are accepted except this command. Router OSPF is done, and let me verify the OSPF neighbor. So OSPF done. So run VPN 10. So IP route VPN 10. So this router is also receiving subnets of DC. Subnets of DC. Now here one more thing. You need to perform redistribution. VPN
10
10
router OSPF
router
OS
OSPF redistribute
OMP.
OM. Now here on the internal router in branch 1 you will have two path for all DC prefixes. Yes or no? Now here if you will check routing table, so IP route OSPF, so you can see it is performing load balancing for all the DC prefixes. Am I right? Because
Yes.
the cost is equal to reach both neighbor. Now here I have two neighbors, so IP OSPF neighbor, and cost is same. Okay. Now you can verify the connectivity also, reachability. And again I have two options to verify the connectivity, guys. I can verify the connectivity through vManage also or through CLI also. Through vManage also we can trace route, we can simulate the path, and from here also we can say ping 192.168.100.1 and source 192.168.1.10.1, and ping is working. If you will trace route, it will be performing load balancing. Here I am getting duplex mismatch, so on the switch I can configure full duplex. Well, config T interface range is 0/0 to 2. I am going to duplex full, and let's configuration. Now let me configure VPN 10 on branch 2 router, means this router. Or guys, we can now do one thing. We can configure these devices now through templates, right? Because in similar way you are going to configure all the like VPN service VPN on all the WAN is devices. Here if I will access branch 2 VS1 and let me check MPLS link is working here or not. So IPsec bond connection. So here MPLS and with internet both are working fine. That means we have only issue for on DCVH. When one subnet is directly connected, another subnet is reachable through BGP. Then only we have issue. Here we can do one more thing, but that case IP will DCV. Okay, I will see.
Only we have the solution is like when the traffic for from this 20 dot range is moving towards, it should use gigabit 0/1. If we are giving some kind of policy in that interface, then everything will be fine. Return traffic is coming to this
No, we'll
only.
configure policy to prefer the 0/1 over 0/0 now. But by default, there is no policy. Both links should work here. We should have T-lock of 2 T-lock of DCVH. But I am expecting here I am receiving only one T-lock. So OMP
Yeah, only one T-log is there.
T-locks. So 4.4.4 with internet. And then 5.5 and rest all the vanished devices are advertising 2 T-lock, right? See, biz internet and MPLS except DCVH. So why DCVH is not advertising T-lock of MPLS? This is the issue. It should advertise both the T-lock, DCVH and
Because that connection is the OMP is not having that details, no?
OMP have the details.
No, OMP is not having. If you check in that OMP route with that IP, I checked that one. The same issue is there for me.
No, first of all, DCVH is not generating T-lock for
Yeah,
MPLS. This is the
yeah,
issue.
yeah. For MPLS, it is not generating, so it is not sharing. No?
Yes.
OMP.
So that's why it is not sharing to VS Smart.
Even DTLS connection is not there. It's showing in connected state only.
Correct, correct. So let me do one thing. Down internet interface once. Yes, G// down. So do so. Now it is advertising LS. At the time it is not advertising. Shut down. Now it has started advertising both T-lock. Branch 2 1 T-lock 4.4. Now we are getting both the T-lock of DCV. On the DCVH, can verify one more thing, that is so IP route n 10. One 192.168.10.0 coming from 5.5.5 coming from 6.6.6 from both the one is devices our MPLS, our, okay. So two paths are there now. You can see in the routing table of VPN 10 on DCVH, correct? Guys, it might be possible that this is the issue of simulation software in the EVNG, right? On real
No,
devices,
sir.
maybe it will work
This,
fine.
no, this is not the problem because last time also this happened because when it is initiating, no, that time it is creating the connection. Once the connection is established, everything is
After that,
working.
everything is working fine. So that's why I'm saying this in, I think 90% chances this is issue of simulation only.
No, because it is kind of a asymmetric routing issue. Because once you shut down this interface, no, earlier also the traffic, there is no issue for the internet link.
Brother, there is no
Only
any
issue is
concept of symmetric or asymmetric routing.
there no?
One route is directly connected, one path is directly connected, one is reachable through
No, no, no,
BGP.
no, I will tell. 20.1.1. Okay. Source. The source packet from the 20.1 is every time traveling. I just check the trace route.
Yeah,
Every
it's
time,
traveling from G0/0.
yeah.
I know
But the
that.
return traffic will be coming through the different interface. The return traffic it is coming with the another interface because it is directly
It is
connected.
following the asymmetric, but we have not configured anything like symmetric or asymmetric, right?
Yeah, but by default it is taking because of this reason. Because
Now you can trace route.
yeah,
Now you can
with
trace route. Now things will work properly as expectation. Now the topology is exactly, the output is exactly as expectation. Now the output is exactly same as expectation, and now you can try to trace route. Trace route. Which IP address you want to trace route, brother? Tell me.
uh, trace route to our vSmart.
100.1.1.2 and
Yeah.
source
VPN, you can give VPN 10
and 0 na, and 0
box.
2 and source.
I think first you need to give the IP, then VPN we need to specify, then I think we need to.
Phase 1.
First VPN only.
Traffic is exactly
The same issue we will get again when you will be rebooting that means next time when you will use the lab, the same issue will come. We need to shut down the one interface and we need to
this is the
otherwise
issue of only simulation only, okay?
rock.
On real devices it will work properly. You will have two IPsec session and DC-WAN will be advertising two OMP logs. Okay, and all the devices will have routes from two T-logs. They can reach through internet also and MPLS also, and by default it will be performing load balancing. I have already configured these kind of scenarios in the production network in the real time. right? So that's why I'm saying this is issue of simulation, and even now I don't have issue. The issue was for the first time when both the link was coming up at the same time, right? So what I did, first I turn on the internet link, then I turn it on. After that it started working. By default it was not advertising, it was not even generating the TLOC for MPLS link. That was the issue. Okay. Now on branch 2 VS1, here I've created the VPN 10, so run VPN 10. Not there, so let me copy these commands. VPN 10 E0/2, and IP over here is going to be what? 10 dot 10 dot 2 dot 2 or 1. Here I am going to configure dot 1. On router I will configure. And after that, router OSPF distribute. Done. And now check the routing table of VPN 10. So IP route VPN, and you can see I am receiving branch 1 prefixes, and there are 2 paths as well as DC prefixes. So guys, if I want to receive prefixes, all the prefixes of DC and branch 1 over here, what I need to do, only I need to create VPN 10 over here, and we need to perform redistribution. That's it, right? Similar like VRF, similar like VRF. And now on the internal router we can configure OSPF protocol here. Enable config interface F0/0 move shutdown IP address 10.10.2. Which IP address I have configured on PH? .1 or .2? .1 I think, na?
Dot 1.
Here I am configuring .2. Okay. Then IP OSPF network. Here network type should be point to point. By default network type is broadcast. I will change these all later. Area 0. It. Then interface loopback 1. Address 192.168.20.1 255.255.255.0 IP OSPF network. Here I will configure point to point IP OSPF 1 area 0, then exit. 1 2 1 3 2. Here copy 1. Later you will learn one topic called service chaining, T-lock extension. In the T-lock extension, you will see how we can here in the DC extend the T-lock. Like if you want to connect MPLS and internet, like I want to reach to the internet from the MPLS link, then also I can. For an example, this is for a particular kind of scenario. Let's say here I have one VAN device. I'm talking about this topic only for the DCVS if it is confusing you for now. Right here, let's say I have one VAN device which is connected to ISP. ISP, this is MPLS. Right? And here I am going to add one more device for redundancy. Here I have added one more device for redundancy. And guys, here I have connection like this. Right? So if you want to reach, let's say MPLS from this, like here I need to this is the connection. Here I don't have any link and here I don't have any link, right? And the same way I have one another VAN devices somewhere, right? So this VAN device, VAN 1 can establish IPsec with other VAN device, our ISP only, our internet only. But by extending the T-lock, by adding one link over here between VAN 1 and VAN 2, I can reach to other VANs through MPLS also. That particular thing is called T-lock extension. And similar kind of things is happening on DCVS by default. So just ignore it for now. Later I will also see it, and I think this is just because of simulation software. The behavior should not be like, by the way, now it's working fine. Now here branch 2 and OIP OSPF neighbor. So I will have OSPF neighborship, and after the neighborship you can check the routing table of OSPF here. I am expecting all the prefixes of branch 1 and branch here. So IP route OSPF, and you can see all these prefixes are coming, guys. The two unwanted prefixes we can filter it through distribute list here. And now on the branch 1 internal router also you can verify that you are receiving branch 2 prefixes or not. So IP route, let's say 192.168.20.0. So you can see. So branch 1 and branch 2 can also now communicate with each other. In the same way we can configure branch 3. Branch 3 also we have similar interface, only I need to change the IP address over here. It is going to be 20.10.10.3.1, 10.1.3.1. Apart from this, all the configurations are same, because even faces are same, right? That we have same interface. So admin and paste the command. Config done. Then I need to configure OSPF for internal router here. No. I need to make it 30. 30.1, 31.1 and 30.1. Copy the command. After pasting this command, here also I am expecting all the prefix. What happened? 50 0.
I think you need to change like 10.10.3.2 also.
10
And
dot.
yeah,
Make it
I think interface might be running different now.
check the spelling.
Correct only. Enable mode. Yeah, yeah.
All the commands are accepted, correct?
Yeah.
So IP OSPF neighbor IP OSPF interface brief 1F0/0 equal wait. Here I should type ping 10.10.1. When I am not able to ping ph.
Did we miss the no shut command? No, right?
Here commit command is missing.
Yeah, command is missing.
Now ping is working. So IP OSPF neighbor OSPF IP route OS. For the faster convergence, you can change network type. On the broadcast edge, OSPF is slow as compared to point to point. Membership is stuck in access start state. So IPF face. Okay, now we have neighborship and so IP route OSPF. You can see I am receiving all the prefix. Branch 1, branch 2, and in branch 1 VS 1 or in the branch 1 internal router. I can check 30.0. You can see routes are available. Finally, in the same way we can configure this side also. Here let me configure a static route. Here I am going to configure a static route instead of OSPF. So on the loopback interfaces I am going to remove these commands. Note command is not required. IP going to be 4 dot on the internal router and on the WAN edge VPN 10 0/0 IP address 10.10.4.1 and let me remove the OSPF configuration here. Copy. Router. The router in the subnet on back 41 Here is the mistake in one is spelling. Right. Let me configuration router also branch 2. Right. So here we are not going to form OSPF neighborship in branch 4. In branch 4 we don't have OSPF neighborship. So do so IP route VPN 10. Do I have any prefix in VPN 10? I am receiving all the subnets except our own internal subnet here, right?
Right.
Once you have created VPN 10, you will start receiving all the prefixes here. But you will not have these prefixes on internal router, correct?
Right.
Here I am not running OSPF.
Yeah, any protocol we are not running, so we need to manually configure IP
Correct.
routes.
So here we need to run which command? VPN 10 and then IP
Route.
route 192.168.40.0/24
Dot. Yeah.
and next of IP address or G0/2
Yeah.
and 10.10.4.
Dot. I think 4.1. Sorry. Yeah. Correct. 4.2 only. Not F. Yeah. Gigabit only. Yeah. Right.
VPN. By the way, already address 10.10.4. Then 41 40. Now tell me, will this one is device advertise its prefixes through OMP in OMP? Yes, what I told you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes, na.
Once we do the commit, the OMP protocol will be advertising this route to
So let me
others.
take you branch 1 internal router again here and IP route 40.0. So you can see prefixes are there, right? All the prefixes are. Can branch 4 and branch 1 communicate? Can branch 1 and
But
branch
here there is no route. Actually, we need to redistribute. Like we need to manually give routes to this the branch for
so sometime
route.
on your internal router you will be running default route as well.
Okay, okay.
Here I can
Then,
configure one default route as well, right?
yeah, right.
So let me add one default route. Config IP route 0.0.0 0.0.0 and F0/0 10.10.4.1. Now can I ping to branch 1?
Yeah,
Ping 192.168.10.1 and source I am going to say 192.168.40. And shipping is
yes.
working. So guys, this is how all the sites are going to communicate with each other. Now my network is live, everything is working, correct? By default it is performing load balancing over internet and MPLS. All the sites are performing load balancing. If you have any question you can ask. Otherwise whatever configuration we have performed on the WAN edge devices, now we are going to learn how to perform this configuration through template. how to perform this configuration through vmanage. Till now I have configured all the devices individually only, right? Yes.
Right.
Individually only we have configured all the devices through CLI.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone have any question, you can ask here to understand the configuration. This is traditional routing. This is similar like traditional routing and switching only, right? There is nothing like rocket science. Now the actual magic will start. Now I want to configure branch 1 VH1 or let's say DC VH1. Or guys, I need to configure VS Smart. I am going to add more VS Smart in the network and I need to configure that. So you have two options, one through CLI, one through vmanage. Through vmanage, how we'll configure? Through template. What we'll do, we'll create the template over here and we'll push that template. Hope you all know the benefit of configuring devices through templates. Can you tell me some benefits of configuring devices through template?
We can configure from one specific location.
By the way, I have one PDF also, template. Template is required when we have lots of sites. Guys, just think, if I need to not change the routing protocol in the service side, in the LAN side I need to replace the routing protocol from OSPF to AGRP. First I have to access all the devices individually, I have to remove OSPF configuration and then I have to add BGP configuration, right? It is going to be again lengthy process. If you have 1000 number of sites, it is going to be very complicated. So that's why templates. First we'll see the theory part, after that I will come on practice. So what is template? First of all, templates. So templates are used to simplify the management and configuration of devices. Instead of configuring each edge devices, it can be VH or CS manually, template allow you to configure and manage multiple devices from a centralized location centrally, ensuring consistency and reducing the error. If we are going to run 1000 number of command on the devices, there is chance of human error also, yes or no? Yes, there is chance of human error. Guys, even while configuring the IP address, we are doing mistake. If you are going to configure IP on 1000 devices, many devices will have duplicate IP address. This is common. This is called human error. Right? So templates allow you to configure multiple devices from a centralized location. It is used to simplify the management and configuration of devices. It reduces errors also. And there are two types of template. How many templates are there? Two types of templates are there. See, just think about one managed device configuration. Guys, on this managed devices, how many things you are going to configure? At least system configuration is compulsory, yes or no? Then VPN 0. Then in VPN 0 you are going to add the interface. You will configure default route. You will configure BGP. Then you will configure VPN 10. Service VPN, it can be VPN 10, 20, 50, 100, anything. After that, again here we are going to add interfaces. We are going to run protocol, OSPF, and then commit. These are the configuration. If I need to change anything, I have to manually access the device, and I have to remove the previous command. I have to add the new commands. So if you have 1000 number of sites, then configuration is going to be, guys, complex task. Yes or no?
Oh, yes, sir.
That's why we come up with template. For these all types of configuration, we are going to create a template on vManage, and we'll push that template to this manage. Now if we have similar configuration on this device also, then I can use this same template for this device also. Maybe hardly I need to change the IP addresses. I can change the IP there. Right? For an example, another scenario I am going to give you. Let's say I have a requirement. My requirement is this week all the sites should communicate via MPLS, and next week all the sites should communicate over internet except some critical application. This is just a requirement. You can create any requirement. That means how many types of configurations are required here, guys? 2 types of configuration are required. Yes or no? So
Yes.
if you have template for both the configuration, then you only need to push the template. This week I am going to put this template, next week I am going to push this template. Automatically my configuration is going to be changed. Okay, so this is where templates comes in picture, why it's needed. It is required in the large network, and there are 2 types of template. One is called feature template, and second one is called device template. Even on the vManage you can check that. Manage admin. Here you can see templates, correct? So if I am going to click on template, see how many types of templates are there. Device template and feature template. There is no any device template exist on this device vManage. There is no any feature template exist on my vManage. Correct? Now let's understand what is feature template and what is device template. So guys, a feature template is used to configure a specific feature on the device. For an example, interface configuration, routing configuration, enabling routing protocol, creating the VPN, etc. These are what a specific configuration, one task, right? So to configure a specific task on managed device, we have what feature template, and these templates define the configuration of individual components of the device. How feature template work? Each template configure a specific part of the device. So let's say on the device I need to configure VPN and then interface. I need to create 2 feature template here. One for VPN configuration, one for interface configuration, right? One for VPN configuration, one for routing configuration or interface. So for each types of task you are going to create a separate feature template. You can create a separate feature template for each function of the device. For example, one template for VPN setting, another template for interfaces, one template for BGP or OSPF routing protocol. And once you have created individual feature template for all the tasks, they can be reused across multiple devices. For an example, in your scenario, you can see here on both the VANage devices, this VANage device and this VANage device, or let's say this VANage device and this VANage device. Guys, the same interface is connected with internet, yes or no? So on both the device I am going to run VPN 0 command, then I am going to run interface GE 0/0, then I am going to run no shut, then I am going to run color color with internet. Then I'm going to encapsulation IPsec. So these commands are going to be same on both the WAN edge devices, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right.
If I have one template for this configuration, I can use for multiple devices. So same thing it's saying here. Once you create the individual feature template, they can be reused across multiple devices. Example of feature template. Let's say you want to configure the VPN setting for your WAN edge device. You created a VPN feature template that defines the following tasks, like VPN ID can be one for corporate network, which interface will participate in that VPN, then routing policy for this VPN, right? And you can then apply this template to any device that need to use same VPN configuration. And also guys, I will configure this WAN edge device through template, then CLI configuration will be removed from the device. If you will remove the template, then whatever configurations were there in the template, that will be available on the device, right? So at a time, either you can manage your devices through CLI or you can manage your devices through vManage. By default mode is CLI mode. Here you can verify that also. Go to devices and check WAN edge devices, all the VS Cloud. Guys, mode is what? Mode is,
CL.
once I will configure this device through template, the mode will be vManage. And when mode of the device is vManage, you are not allowed to configure anything on device through CLI. First of all, you have to change the mode, right? And if I will remove the template, then what configuration will exist on the device? The template configuration, not the CLI configuration. So right now here I am running OSPF in LAN side, and let's say through template I have configured BGP. Through template I have configured BGP and I have pushed this template to this device. I have applied this template, and after that I am removing this template. I have removed this template. So BGP configuration will be there, not OSPF. CLI configuration will be removed from your device. Okay, clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Tell me yes or no. Fine. Then second type of template is device template. So guys, device template is the complete configuration template that binds all of the necessary features template to fully configure an SD-WAN device. So how we are going to configure devices through template? First of all, for each types of task, we are going to create feature template, and then we'll combine all the feature template in CLI template, like device template, and after that we'll push device template on your edge device, on your router. Got it? So device template is used to fully configure the,
One doubt, like, can we do upgradation also through this?
yes,
Then it will come under which, like, through templates only, or
device templates only.
okay. Actually, device template means whatever feature templates we are created, that we will be putting together into the device template and for the specific device, right?
Correct, right? Let's say for VPN, I have created one template. My name of that feature template is VPN template. Then I have created one interface template. I have configured one OSPF template. Okay, so these are feature templates. Now if I am going to push these templates to the WAN edge devices, then I have to push 3 templates, right? I need to push 3 number of templates. So instead of pushing feature templates to the devices, first I am going to combine these all features template into device template. I will create one device template with name, let's say branch 1 VS1, and in this device template I am going to combine all the feature template, and then I will push to how device template works. Once you have created an individual feature templates, like one for each task, routing, interface, VPN, etc., you can combine them into device template, and this device template is then applied to the specific device. It automatically pushes all the configuration from the feature template to the device. And again, there are two types of device template. Either we can create device template through CLI, that is called CLI template, or we can create device template through feature templates. As I told you, we can combine multiple feature template, that is called feature based device template. In device template you can write all the commands also, that is called CLI template. Like, you know, to create the VPN, command is VPN 0, right? Then to add interface here, interface G0/0, then no shutdown, then IP address, tunnel interface, color, encapsulation. So these are what commands. So I can write all the commands in the device template. We can create device template through command also, through CLI also, that is called CLI based template. If I am going to create here device template for you now, so see, I have two options, template and device template, and now let's create. See how many options are there. Either I can create device template from feature template or CLI template. If I am going to select the CLI, it is asking for the command. Tell me the command, what command you want to run. For an example, see, I want to show you here the controller VSmart, right? Let me do one thing, let me access the VSmart. VSmart system IP is 2.2.2. admin, and so run. I will get the running configuration of my VSmart. And guys, these are the command on the VSmarts. These are the command on VSmart. So let me copy all the command. Copy all the command. Copy and let me paste it in Notepad. Okay. So I have now commands to configure VSmart, and I can create now one device template here. Go to template, then create template. Which template? Device template is selected. How you are going to create device template? Through CLI, right? So CLI, and here I am going to put the commands, all the commands. Then you can select the device model for which device you are creating the template. So I am creating the template for VSmart. Name of your template VSmart, or we can say device template for VSmart. Then you can put some description. Let me use sim, right? And then add, save it. So you can see my device template is ready. Name of my device template is this one, device template for VSmart. Now I can configure VSmart through this template. See, devices, controller, VSmart is there, and by default mode is what? By default mode is CLI. By default mode is CLI. That's why we are able to run any command on VSmart. On the VSmart you can run any command, and you are allowed to configure it through CLI. Admin, because the mode is CLI. config t system host name v smart 10. See, I'm able to run the command commit. Host name is changed. Host name v. But if I will change the mode, if I am going to configure this vsmart through template, now let me do one thing. Let me push this template to vsmart. Okay, I'm going to push this template to vsmart. To push this template to vsmart, you need to click on this here button dot, right, and you can see attach devices there. From here guys, you can view the template. You can see your template, how your template looks like, what are the configurations are there. Then we can edit the template also. View, edit, delete, copy, we can make it duplicate, and then attach device, or you can export it as well. You want to save it in your laptop and then you want to say it to your team member, you can do that also. For now I'm going to attach it to the device, so click on attach devices. Now on which device you are going to attach? On vsmart 2.2.2. so make sure your vsmart is already added to vmanage, where you are going to push the configuration. So first CLI configuration is required every time. Without CLI we cannot onboard the device, and until devices are not onboarded, we cannot configure it through template, right? So let's select the vsmart and click on attach. If you want to see the difference, by the way, there is no any difference here. You can click on this and then you can check. There is some error. Line number 9. If you have let's say file and you need to import, so from here you can import also, right? You can see I have one option to select file. If you have the config file in your laptop, you can import that. Now let's update. Now I am going to try to attach it. Attach.
Might be admin password.
Pass. vsmart. Is under process. You can see starting checks, validating if device schedule for template push are active or not. After that you can see sending message to vmanage, pushing message to vmanage, then check completes, and now it is under process. Configuring device through CLI template. Name of your template is device template for vsmart. Generating configuration from template. Checking and creating device in vmanage. Device is online. Updating device configuration in vmanage. Pushing configuration to device. Recheck on vmanage as passes. Checks are passes. Pre-checks. Continuing the pushing configuration to device. Pushing configuration to device. Please wait. And completed template push to device. Template successfully attached to device. Now if you will check the mode of your vsmart, so you can see mode is what? Now mode of vSmart is vmanage. Now if I will try to change host name on the vSmart through CLI, I can't. Now I am going to run this command, host name, and let's say vSmart 10 and commit. What it's saying? System is vmanaged. This device is being managed by the vmanage. Configuration through the CLI is not allowed. Clear, guys?
Yes, yes, sir.
Uh, if in a situation like the vManager is not reachable with the device, we can do all the things as back or
If the vmanage bill goes down, then automatically mode will change to CLI, and after that you are allowed to configure it.
okay.
I mean, if I am going to remove this template from the device, one thing here, in this template, edit, and where is the hostname configuration? Here is the hostname configuration, correct? From vSmart 2, I am going to make it vSmart 1. I'm going to make it vSmart 1 and let's update it. Again, it will push the configuration, and here you can check the difference. What is the difference in your configuration? Click on then side by side. Here you can see all the configuration is same except this line. Here hostname was CBS. This is local configuration. This is new configuration. Right side new configuration. Left side local configuration. Earlier hostname vSmart. Now vSmart 1. Here, and let me push it.
While pushing only that command will go, or all the things will be going.
While pushing all the things, entire the template, whatever configurations are there in the template, through this template now device is going to configure.
Okay.
Now done. All good. Now you can check your vSmart. Name host name is changed. If I will remove this template, how to remove? Simply I can deattach it. Template, and now here click on this three dot and you can see deattach option is automatically added here. Correct? Deattach. Let's click on deattach. Select the device. Attach.
If we are deattaching the whatever configuration we done, it will be going.
Yes, the CLI configuration will gone. CLI configuration is now gone, right? What will be the host name, guys, on this vSmart now? vSmart or vSmart 1?
vSmart 1.
Yes, vSmart 1 only, right? So device is using the last template configuration. Done. And here you can see, but it is still using host name vSmart 1. So we can note back up the CLI configuration now even, right? So what you can do now, you can take the backup of all the configuration of all managed devices, and then you can create template for all the task. Template for all the task. Now again you can check the mode of your vSmart. Now again mode is what? CLI. You are allowed to now configure it through CLI, but this device is using the configuration of last template, right? So manually here now we are allowed to change host name, system host name vSmart, commit. Okay, so now let's see how we are going to configure managed devices through template. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So guys, see, first of all I am going to show you how many feature templates are required. Apart from this, there is nothing in template. So we have two types of device template. These are two methods to create device template, right? No types of template. Method to create device template. Either we can create device template through CLI or through feature template. You know, in feature template we have template for a specific task. When you are applying feature based template, the system pushes all the configuration defined in the feature template to the device automatically. That is fine. The example step 1, create feature template. Here are the example. Nothing is not important. Now see, I am going to access any VAN device. Let's say ECVS admin and admin. Here you should check the running configuration of your device. You can run command show run, right, and check how many things you have configured by yourself over here on this device. So first thing is system. So I need one feature template for system configuration, right? We can say what DC VH or system DCVH template. This is name, right? You can configure the description or you can use same name and description, both are same. After that, under system you will configure host name, IP address, site ID, okay, clock time zone, organization name, we want IP address. After that guys, after that, where is my configuration? AAA configuration is the default one on the router. Even I have not configured these all things, ignore it. I have not configured the user, ignore it. Here is my configuration. Have you configured the OMP? No, by default OMP is also enabled. Security IPsec also by default it is enabled. Then I have configured VPN 0. So now I need to create one template for VPN 0. Right, so here I am going to say VPN 0 and then CVS template. Okay, so one template for system, one template for VPN 0. Then under VPN 0 we need to run routing protocol BGP. So we need one template for BGP CCVS template. I am going. This is just a name. What I told you, you can use any name, right? But guys, name should be logical to your task. Under BGP template, we are going to define those neighbor things. Then interfaces are there. Interface, right? So I can say VPN 0 GE 0/0 and then DC VS template. After that, in VPN 0, I have one more interface. VPN 0 interface 0/1. Then two interfaces are there. Correct. In VPN 0 only you are going to use default route. Then we are going to configure what another VPN 10. So we need one template for VPN 10 also. VPN 10. And after that OSPF VS, or here for the better clarity we can say OSPF VPN 10. OSPF VPN 10 means we are enabling OSPF in VPN 10. Here we can say BGP VPN 0 like this, and then DC anything else.
And also VPN like interface we need, right?
Yes, interface VPN 10 and interface /2 /. VPN 10, I have one more interface here, /3 /. And then finally VPN 512, you have to create template for VPN 512 also, right? VPN 512 and DC. How many templates I need to create? How many feature templates I need to create to configure DCVS, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For this configuration, for the present configuration, according to present configuration, I need
But
to
if
create.
we want to do default route or something, for that separate template is required or
Not separate
okay.
template is required. You will have option here in VPN 0 to add default route.
Okay.
And after that, we'll combine these all templates in device template. So I will create, let's say, DC VH. Right, creating template is so easy. To create the feature template, admin, go to template, then go to feature template and click on add template, then select the device. So I am going to create template for VS Cloud, so I will select VS Cloud. Right, after that select the template, right? So you can see we can create template for AAA configuration, which I am not going to use now, right? But you can create
We are
for
selecting
AAA.
VH cloud because we are using that virtually,
Yes,
right? That is
yes,
not the reason, right? In
correct.
real environment, if they are having a physical device, it will be with some number.
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
Whatever physical devices we have, you can see VS 2000, VS 1000, VS 100, VM, WM. Right, so you can select the device, your device here. Lots of devices are there. ISR devices are there. You can say CSR devices are there. CH. So here I can select the CH. That's it. Okay. Apart from this, here are the information of basic template. Under basic, you can see AAA, ARCHI, BFD, NTP, Network Time Protocol, OMP, Security and System. Then under VPN, again we have multiple templates: VPN, VPN interface bridge, VPN interface Ethernet, VPN interface GRE, VPN interface IPsec, VPN interface NAT pool, VPN interface PPP, VPN interface PPP Ethernet. Then some other templates are there, like to configure banner. Right here, I am going to add one more template. Let's say banner and then DCVS route. So what I want, whenever someone is accessing my router, they should get one log message. So for now, let's say I'm not going to create any template for banner, BGP, DHCP, IGMP, logging, multicast, OSPF. Here we have template for OSPF. Now I am going to create template for system configuration, right? So I will select the system. So you can see now it is asking what name. So what I told you, my name is going to be system DC VS template. I'm going to use same name for description also. After that, it is asking what, guys? Side ID, right? And see, there are two options, side ID. One is global, one is device specific. If the side ID is going to be same on all the devices, you are going to use this template, let's say for an example, for multiple devices, and system ID is same. Sorry, side ID is same. Then I can set what? Global here. Then I will set global. It will ask me if here I am going to define 1.1.1. So while pushing the template, it will not ask me for side ID. But if I am going to set it device specific, then when it will ask me for side ID while pushing the configuration, when I will be pushing this configuration to this DC WAN edge. It will ask me for side ID. Hey Praful, tell me the side ID. When I will push this on branch 1, it will ask me, hey, tell me the side ID. Getting my point? So you tell me, side ID should be device specific or global? If I am going to use this template only for DCVS, then it can be, guys, global. Yes or no? Because in DC I have only one VH and system IP will be what? 4.4.4 always.
I think you are configuring on
Sir,
system.
that is site ID, na? Not
Yes.
device.
Sorry, side
System
ID
ID.
is 100. Extremely sorry. 100. Then it is asking system IP, system IP. Right? So I have seen two options. Either I can create only one feature template and I can define these all things as device specific, and then I will use same template for all the devices. Then I can use same template for all the devices. I don't need to create separate system template for branch 1, branch 2, branch 3 or branch 4. Yes or no? Getting my point?
If you are configuring it as global,
If
site
I am
ID.
configuring the global, then I have to define here only, na? Then I cannot use it for other sites.
Okay.
If I will set it device specific, then it will ask me while pushing. That means I can use this template for all the managed devices.
Yeah, understood. Understood.
Okay, so see here, I have some template like Ethernet G0/0. Guys, we have G0/0 on all the managed devices. Yes or no? But difference is what? Even encapsulation protocol is same, color is same, right? Only IP is
IP.
different. So
Yeah.
I will make IP as device specific and rest everything is going to be same. So I can use single template for all the managed devices. So now I am going to modify this template. Here I am going to create one template for system, right? And I am saying VH. This is system template for VH. I will use same template, system template for all the managed devices. Will not create an individual system template. Clear? Then I will create one template for VPN 10. VPN 10 VH. Then I will create one template for VPN 10, VPN 0, right? Then I will create one template for VPN 0 interface G0/0. I will create one template for VPN 0 interface G0/1. I will create one template for VPN 10 VPN 10 interface 0/2. I will create one template for BGP VPN 0 BGP VH. I will create VPN 10 OSPF, right? Then
I think
VPN,
one template like VPN 10 interface gigabit, not VPN 0, above one.
this one.
No, no, the third one.
One is yes.
Yeah.
Then one VPN 4, one template for VPN 512, and in VPN 512 we will have one management interface which is ETH1, ETH0 or ETH1 0. That you can add ETH0 or ETH1. So one more interface template is required. N 512 interface ETH. Guys, now see, you know why I'm creating this template for internet interface. So in most of the cases in real time, you will say, see template for internet interface. What I am going to name it? VPN 0 internet interface. Right? I am going to make it interface MPLS interface. This is just a naming, right? You can say internet interface on VH, or like this you can create. Here I can say VPN 512, or even we can remove the VPN also. You automatically understand that internet interface will be in VPN 0, MPLS interface will be in VPN 0, right? Here I can name it management interface. Interface, right? Here instead of VPN 512 I can say management VPN. Instead of VPN 0 I can say what? Transport VPN. Instead of VPN 10 I can say what? Service VPN. Yes or no? So these are just a naming. Okay. So let me show you how to create a system template. Here I am going to say the side ID, device specific, system IP, device specific, overlay ID, not going to use it for not clock time zone. I'm going to make it global because time zone is going to be, guys, exactly same on all the devices, right? I'm going to,
But in real scenario, it might be different, no?
in real scenario also time zone is going to be same on all the vanished devices. In the network, time is so important for troubleshooting. Let's say
Uh,
customers are complaining that DC and branch 2 were not able to communicate at 12 p.m. in the night. In the next morning, you are going to troubleshoot the issue. You will access this device, you will access this device. You are going to check what? Log message at 12 p.m. Guys, if time is different over here, here also you are going to check logs at 12 p.m. If time is different, then it will be complicated to troubleshoot. To understand when the issue was there at this device and when the issue was there at this device. So time should be synchronized on all the devices. In real time also, time zone will be same only. You can configure different also, but this is the reason why we are using NTP server to synchronize the time only. So I am going to make it Asia.
if that is in different location, that case we should not use, right?
Yeah, they can use the different time.
Okay.
Host name will be global or device specific.
Device specific.
Device specific, right? And see here is the name. What for? What information it will ask you? Device host name. If you want to change, it here, you can change it. Let's say you want that while pushing the configuration, it should ask me for tell me host name. Host. So like this, you can change the name also. Now, while pushing, it will ask you, hey brother, what host name you want to configure? Tell me host name. Then location, not going to use it for now. Description, you can configure here. Clock rate, you can set it global and you can make it maximum OMP section. Tracker, not advanced. Nothing. Everything is fine. Now we can save it. So now we are done with some template. We can change the name of this template now. We can simply say system and PH, because now I'm not going to use it for only DC. I'm going to use it for all the WAN devices. Right, update it. So like this, we are going to create template for all the tasks, and after that we'll combine all the feature template in device template, and then we'll push it to device. That will show you tomorrow.
Okay.
Clear till here?
Yes, sir.
For that, let the configuration router one. Otherwise, again we figure.